So here's the question for today. Do you know how to reach out to a post-abortive woman? Do you really know what to say to her? We will cover this topic today on Forever His Girl. Stay tuned. For those of you who do not know me, I am Twileen Lee. I am the CEO and founder of Forever His Girl. A post-abortive woman is a human being just like you and me. She's made a horrible mistake. I want to give you some reasons why abortion arises. I'll give you an example. Say, for instance, a 15-year-old gets pregnant. She tells her mom and dad. Mom and dad is too successful in their career to feed another mouth. So they schedule for the daughter to have an abortion. Or say, for instance, they live in a high-class neighborhood where teenagers getting pregnant is unheard of and they're too embarrassed, so they schedule for her to have an abortion. Is that fair to the daughter? No, it is not. Rape and incest. Rape and incest, it forces a woman to become a mother. When a pregnancy occurs out of this crime and the mother decides to have an abortion, she is actually punishing the baby for the crime that the father committed against her. The rape and abortion is both traumatizing, but the effects of the abortion is more traumatizing. She could come from a culture or a country that has a one-child policy. She could practice in a religion that does not teach against abortion, but if she changes religions in this new religion that she's in, she might find out that abortion is wrong, that they teach against it. Another reason, mom is single. Finances are tight. She already has 2 or 3 kids, and she feels like she cannot feed another child. And the final reason, unfortunately, occult practices. Sacrificing a child to appease a deity. Now, I deal with clients who regret her decision and wish that she could go back into history and change it, but she can't. So here's what it boils down to. Whether she's a believer in God or not, whether she regrets her decision or not, all post-abortive women need the church's support. So here's that million-dollar question that I asked in the beginning of the video. How do you reach out to a post-abortive woman, and what would you say to her? The first step is to meet her where she is in her moment of brokenness and lead her to where she needs to be. Don't worry about the process. God is going to do the heart changing. He's going to show her some direction. The goal is to introduce her to God if she doesn't know Him, and if she's run away from God, to reconcile her back to Him. The second step is to show love. When you show love, you are developing a relationship with her. When you do this, she is putting you in a place of trust, knowing that whatever she shares with you, it will not be repeated. The third step, never judge, and here's why. Remember, I said that there were different reasons why abortion arises, and you really just don't know which one was her reason. You don't want to judge because you don't know what she's feeling. She could be a victim of physical or emotional trauma. She could be thinking of hurting herself or wanting to hurt somebody else. She was probably not raised in a home where there was love. She was probably living in a home where she was trying to survive. Maybe she was being molested. Maybe she was being abused. Step number 3, always back up what you say with scripture. Every female that you encounter does not have the same belief system as you. She probably grew up in a home where dad did not lead her to God. And as she got older, she didn't go to church, but she heard about God. Or it could be due to cultural background. When you back up with scripture, Jeremiah is the perfect chapter in the Bible to start. Jeremiah 1 and 5 and Jeremiah 29 and 11. Step number 4, be transparent. Tell your testimony. Don't be afraid to tell your story because your story holds power. Your story has the power to change a person. We've all made some bad choices in our lives, and sometimes those bad choices have brought us to the right place. You can take that painful choice that you made in your past, turn it into power, minister to somebody who is broken, and transform somebody's life. And the final step, find out what her needs are. Now, there's a reason why she opened up to you in the first place. If you can't help her or if you don't want to help her, always get permission first to see if you could get help someplace else. Many post-abortive women do not want to come forth and talk about her experience because she's embarrassed or she's been labeled as a baby killer. We need post-abortive women to come forth and talk to women or young girls who are abortion-minded. Now, I've been a pro-life supporter all my life, and I decided to get a little bit aggressive in the movement in 2013. Now, my dream has always been to go to school, graduate, become a psychologist to help women and children who have been abused. But God had other plans for me. While on this journey, He ordered my footsteps in a direction where ministry was needed, and He led me to a place to minister to post-abortive women. Now, since January 22nd, 1973, the abortion topic has been suspended from most pulpits. Myself, including other pro-life advocates and pastors who are not afraid to talk about abortion from the pulpit, we share a message of hope to post-abortive women, and we share the dangers of abortion with abortion-minded women, and we make sure that we back it up with scripture. Well, that's my time. If you need to contact me, you can find my information in the description at the end of the video. But in the meantime, be blessed and have a good one.